Hey everyone, here we are at Value of a Woman. My name is Tanya, for those who don't know me, and the purpose of these videos is to really just look at what the value of a woman is. Uh, Over the decades, I think we've evolved a lot in many areas as humans, technologically. There's been huge evolution. And we definitely have changed in our viewpoints, I think, as a woman. And sometimes, in evolution, and I think it applies to any area, is the essence or true value of something can sometimes get a little bit lost along the way. And so, my purpose for this video is to really just put it there what a woman brings to a family, a home, a relationship, your community, society, um, and I guess remind myself and remind others what our value is. And if you look up the definition of value, it simply means the importance and the worthiness, how much worth, how much importance something holds in any space. And I feel like we have a lot of value. I feel like there's a lot that we do that is not really spoken about. There's a lot that women do that's just kind of expected. There's a lot that we do to keep everything moving in the right direction towards happiness and success that we just sometimes overlook. Um, for example, women make babies. Now, it's an interesting thing, right? Because it's the one aspect that because of biologically or genetically the way we're designed, there's an automatic expectation that we are going to be the ones that make babies. We are the ones that are going to put a future generation there. If we don't sacrifice our own time, our own goals, our own bodies to make babies, there is no future generation. There is no future world. There is no future existence. There are no future builders, doctors, politicians, nurses, people that work in the mines, people that work in hospitality, people that work in law. That none of it exists unless we're willing to sacrifice 9 months out of our lives, and then the continuing follow on. And quite often, babies when they are born then need. There's definitely a certain few months where they, if a woman's going to breastfeed, well, obviously they need mum. There's got to be a woman there to provide the milk to continue that life and keep the baby going. So I just wanted to raise this point and really validate a woman, because as soon as you're born into a woman's body in this life, when you think about your future, it goes without saying that if you choose to be a mother, and let's just take that point up first, is I don't think every woman has to have a child to create and to continue the future population. And I think it should be a choice. And I think it's a really important choice to make. However, as soon as we've got a woman's body, we know that in our future, if we are to do the traditional find a husband, get married, make a family, that obligation, that duty is all automatically on our shoulders. We automatically have to plan our lives based around the fact that we are the ones having the babies. We are the ones that need to carry a child for 9 months. We are the ones that need to sacrifice our activities. What if there's a job that we're doing that's very physical? We need to minimize that. We are the ones who now need to look at what we eat. There's a whole range of things that in this day and age is stated that's not good for the baby. So we've got to look at what we can eat. We've got to look at how we sleep. We can no longer sleep flat on our stomachs. We've got to look at, if you do enjoy a glass of wine at night or on the weekends, well, now we cut out wine. Or if a person, there's so many different factors that need to be taken into account because of the fact that we're the ones rearing children. And when we look to our future and we look at a career or we look at what we want to do, we have to factor in that there's this whole period where we need to stop our lives, push our own interests and goals to the side, and accommodate for this new body that's growing inside us, that's going to now contribute to expanding the family, that's going to bring our husband's happiness, it's going to bring our partner's happiness, it's going to bring the grandparents' happiness, it's going to be um, perhaps an asset to society, hopefully, if we do a good job. So I just wanted to highlight this point that the value in a woman is that willingness to sacrifice herself, her body, her time, her interests to produce a child that brings future and happiness to so many other people around them. And we take that on and we don't complain. I mean, most of the women that I know, they don't complain that they have to have a baby or that they have to carry them. I mean, sure, we go through those periods in pregnancy. I have 3 children of my own. I do know what it's like to carry children, and it's a hard task. But at the end of the day, there's no option. It just is what it is. We can't pass that job over to a man. So just in owning that and taking responsibility for the future generation of society, I see us of being of utmost, outstanding, spectacular value. And I think we should all credit ourselves for that. So thank you for hearing my viewpoint. I think many women would agree. And this is not to take away from men or anything. Remember, the point of this channel is it's focusing on what our value is and just putting it there. If someone finds it offensive that I'm highlighting the strengths, the powers, the abilities, the tolerance, the care, or anything of a woman, I do apologize if you're male and you may take that offensively, but this isn't about you. This is actually just about women. So thank you for letting me share. I hope my validation communicates, and that whichever woman does watch this, that she takes that on board and it puts a huge smile on your face and gives you a reason to feel good about yourself today. So yeah. All right, awesome. Have a nice evening, afternoon, and I'll see you again soon.